All right, folks, good evening. Welcome to DuePoint. Welcome to everyone who's tuned into our live stream around the country. My name is Rob van der Bijl. I'm one of the executives here at DuePoint. I'm going to be spending the next 45 minutes with you. We're going to go through who DuePoint is all about, a little bit of background on us, what the benefit is for you guys. That's the most important part you want to know about, I'm sure. And then after the presentation, you're welcome to come speak to me, ask me any questions that you might have. All right, so let's begin. As you can see, we're a division of a company called Constantia Insurance Company Limited. Constantia is a registered insurance company in South Africa. We've been around for nearly 7 decades. Constantia's building is down the road here in Randburg. We don't share offices with them. That's their logo and the branding that they use. You probably don't recognize that because Constantia have never dealt with consumers before. They've only dealt with other FSPs in the past, but for the first time through this division called DuePoint are we now speaking directly to the public. So this is a brand you're going to become a lot more familiar with. The FSP number that we operate under is that one that you see over there, 31111. That's our license to operate in financial services here in South Africa. You will see outside, above the water cooler there, we've got a number of certificates up on the wall. Go take a look at those. Those are Financial Services Board licenses. So we've got a long and short-term insurance license. We've got our investment license. We've got the FSP license up on display there. You can find those on our website. The senior staff here at DuePoint are these people up on screen. So the first 3 characters on the far left are registered chartered accountants. Being a financial company, we need to have a lot of accountants in the business, make sure all the numbers are correct. So Mr. Benfield on the far left is our senior executive. He heads up this division. He's got a lot of experience in financial services, particularly in insurance. He was the chief operating officer of Prime Meridian Direct, which he founded with his father and brother. They've had a lot of success in that space. Their father, Dr. Brian Benfield, started Clientele Life. He started the IFA. They've started businesses in Europe. They've helped found businesses in Australia. So they've almost had global success in the financial space. We're very lucky to have Brendan heading up this division. Tim and Stacey, they look after all the other boring accountant stuff. Boring but important. Auditing, the accounting aspects, a lot of the regulatory aspects that we have to abide with from a financial point of view. And then myself and Jane. Jane is very experienced in network marketing, referral marketing, direct selling. She's been doing it for pretty much all her career. She looks fairly young, but she's got a lot of experience behind that soft skin. She's from the UK. She's been in South Africa for about a decade. But her experience is very important to us as a business because we're an insurance company. The marketing model that we've adopted is one of referral marketing, and Jane brings that experience to our team so that we're able to operate successfully in that space. And then myself, I've been working in advertising, particularly to the digital space. So for about 25 years, I've operated in digital media, specifically touch on branding, and I ran my own agency for about 15 years that also operated quite heavily in the banking sector. So we did a lot of work for Investec in particular. We did work for all the other banks, pretty much all of them, I think, ABSA, FNB, Standard Bank. So that's the experience I have. So this is the senior staff. We've got client service staff here at DuePoint that deal with all our customers or our wealth engineers, but the mandate of staff here at DuePoint. So what we are focused on as staff of DuePoint is to support everybody that decides to join us here at DuePoint. It is in our interest to make sure that the people that join us are being effective, they're profitable, and that they're happy, right? And so that's what we want to see for people that join us here at DuePoint. So know that if you become a wealth engineer here at DuePoint, you are not on your own. Right? If you feel like you're on your own, you need to push into the support because there's lots of it. It's waiting for you just to lean into. Very quickly, you can see this is a horrible slide. It starts with this 4-letter word debt up on the screen. You know, this business came about 2.5 years ago when Constantia saw the opportunity to create an opportunity or an entrepreneurial opportunity for the average South African to change their circumstance, because we started to see that the traditional form of generating income has become obsolete, right? No longer can we depend on jobs anymore. Are you happy with your job? Are you happy with the 2% you get every year increase? Right? South Africans are tired of that. And so what happened was 2.5 years ago, Constantia launched this business, this division called DuePoint, with that exact opportunity in mind for South Africans to change your financial circumstance using this business. And so we launched the DuePoint system in February 2016 with a number of aspirations for people in this business. We didn't just want to create a business that created additional income. We wanted to go a step further. And so what the business became about was about wealth creation. We wanted to create wealthy people here at DuePoint. And so what happened in that process, we began to realize that not only were we going to create income opportunity here at DuePoint, but we also had to change the mindset of people here at DuePoint. Because if you want to become wealthy, it's not only about earning additional income. You can have someone here in Bryanston that earns 200,000 Rand a month, but if you decide to take that 200,000 Rand a month and go buy a Range Rover and a Porsche and an expensive house, you're poor because you owe the bank more money than what you're earning, right? And so the number one aspiration for people in this business that we have for you is that you get rid of your debt as quickly as possible. Right? I don't know if anyone follows Gary Vaynerchuk. Anyone know Gary Vaynerchuk? You should go look him up on YouTube, but I warn you, he swears a lot. He's a New Yorker. He swears a lot, but he has become a massive proponent of whether you're a business owner or whether you're a employed person earning a salary. He says, stop spending your money. If you want to follow your dreams and change your circumstance, number one rule, stop spending your money. Save as much as possible. And this is coming from a man who worked during his 20s for his father in a bottle store, right? For 10 years, he never went out. He took 5 days leave a year and he just worked and worked and worked. He became the biggest online wine merchant in the US, just out of his dad's bottle store, right? So he knows what he's talking about. He's the number one media person globally at the moment. He runs digital advertising campaigns for people like Nike and Ford and Toyota, massive brands. Go look him up. He speaks the same language as us. If you're trying to build wealth, you need to aspire to not having debt. You get rid of your debt, because what happens in that process is the moment you get rid of your debt, you've now empowered yourself to use the options that you've created for yourself, right? We create wealth through the ownership of assets. Ownership, not debt. Not hire purchase of assets, actual ownership of assets. And that's what DuePoint is all about. You're going to be building an asset here, right? It also empowers you to purchase other assets if you're debt-free. And that is the language we speak with regards to wealth here at DuePoint. How does our system work? As guests this evening, you have the opportunity to join this DuePoint system this evening, right? Joining is very easy. You become a wealth engineer in 5 minutes here this evening if you wish to do so. We will refer to you as wealth engineers once your application has been accepted. And as a wealth engineer, you've got a single task. That single task is to go out and build what we call a channel of distribution. And I'll show you what one of these look like, because this is going to be your primary focus, whether it's for a month or for 20 years, is this channel of distribution. But it is basically you just going out and connecting people to our business. That's all we want you to do. Go out and tell people about DuePoint. And if you're successful in this process, if you can attract people to DuePoint that ultimately become wealth engineers and product owners here at DuePoint, well, then you have got a host of benefits waiting for you, right? So what are the benefits of wealth engineers in this business? Number one, you get to create additional income, a second paycheck every single month. But the nature of the income that you produce here is really focused around wealth creation, right? We don't produce once-off commission-based, sales-based income at DuePoint. We create what we call recurring income, and that is where wealth lies. Some people refer to it as passive income. You'll hear investors talking about generating annuity income in businesses. It's all the same thing. It is the ability to derive income out of an asset instead of your activity. It is the ability to make money while you're sleeping, in other words. If you can make money while you're sleeping, well, then the world is your oyster, right? Because now you're not limited to the 8 hours of work a day or the 24 hours in a day. You can go beyond that, right? So very important benefit, the ability to create recurring income. You get to harness the power of duplication. This is your opportunity not to derive income purely off of your efforts, but to build a team that can supercharge your income. You want to build a channel faster? You want to get your income to grow faster? Build a good team. You get to use collaboration in this business, right? And I'm going to show you how that works in the channel distribution. I'm going to show you wealth engineers that have leveraged that to accelerate their income really quickly. Our business is flexi time. That means you can grow your channel any time of the day, anywhere in the country, because of the technology we've imposed here at DuePoint, right? There's no limitation to building your channel. There's no startup capital. We've designed this business to have a very low barrier to entry. I want you to be able to consider DuePoint this evening without worrying about any risk. Imagine I said to you to join DuePoint is going to cost you 10,000 Rand tonight. Who's going to walk out? All of us, right? Right? We haven't designed it. We've designed this business to be low risk. There's no registration fees. We don't have starter costs. We don't have boxes of product that you have to buy to get started at DuePoint. I want you to consider this business and even try this business without having to sweat any risk. There's no qualifications or experience required. Again, the business becomes accessible to everybody. You get to build an asset that you have ownership over. Your channel of distribution will be treated as an asset that you own. Right? This is very important later in life, because when you get to retirement age, your boss is going to retire you and stop paying you. Right? 95% of South Africans can't afford retirement. I want people in this business to get to retirement with a smile on their face, because they know they don't have financial issues when they get to 60, 65. Your channel of distribution will keep paying you beyond retirement. The day you turn 65, DuePoint's still going to pay you. When you turn 70, DuePoint's still going to be paying you every single month. When you get to 80, DuePoint's still paying you. When you're on your deathbed, DuePoint is still paying you. And when you're in the ground, buried, DuePoint is still paying your family. You get to seed this asset in your will to your beneficiaries, because it's an asset that you had ownership over, right? You get to build legacy here at DuePoint. There's no selling involved in our business whatsoever. Zero selling. In our contract with you, we say you may not sell, promote, talk about our products. So that might be confusing for a lot of people, because you think, well, what on earth are we going to be doing? All you're going to be doing is telling other people about the business opportunity. You'll start to learn as a wealth engineer, our business is split in two. On the Constantia side, we've got our products. And on the DuePoint side, we've got the business opportunity, right? You don't have to worry yourself about the products. You don't tell anyone about the products. You don't have to promote our products. That is my job. That is the job of our website, our YouTube channel. That's got all the information on products that people need to know. Your job, your focus is to connect people to the business opportunity. You're going to go to people and say, are you interested in making money? Not are you interested in buying an investment product? Are you interested in making money? And those people that come through, I will then tell them about the product, right? Everyone understand? So there's no selling involved here at DuePoint. Because of the nature of our products being financial in nature, it means we don't have any of the stock and distribution issues. Like I said, there's no boxes of product that you're ever going to have to put in your boot. Right? Everything gets taken care of by IT systems in the cloud. You never have to bat an eyelid with regards to our distribution model. All right? So it's very convenient. So these are the list of benefits. These are the reasons why you would want to start engaging with a business like DuePoint. But your success is very much dependent on your ability to build this thing called the channel of distribution. It begins with you. Right? You can picture yourself as the CEO of your channel of distribution. That's how you have to think, right? And you're going to go out and connect people, right? So in this example, you were successful with 5 people. Maybe you spoke to 10 people and 5 said, yes, I'll come watch a presentation. They all decided to become wealth engineers and product owners. That is the beginning of your channel of distribution, right? But look what happened from that point. Those people that became wealth engineers because of your introduction went out and started building their own channels. They started connecting other people to DuePoint, and that is the power of duplication that exists here. You want to take advantage of this, because you can't get to all these people. You need a good team to help you build your channel of distribution. You need a good board of directors. If you're the CEO, you need to find a good board of directors if you want to build a strong channel of distribution. If you bring in anyone here at the beginning, anyone, off the street. People that perhaps don't have resources to thrive as wealth engineers. Then that behavior will filter into the rest of your business. And you won't build a sustainable business, right? You want to build a strong, sustainable business. This is what a channel of distribution looks like. You could be earning off of every single person that's paying for a product here in this channel, right? This is where the income, the recurring income, is derived from. But I must warn you that we are not unlike any other entrepreneurial opportunity in the fact that it requires work. You might be thinking, oh, I just need to bring in 5 superstars and now I'm going to be rich by Christmas. Right? If only it worked like that. It doesn't. Right? That's why we've got a picture of the ballerina. You want to be a professional? It might look nice and shiny from the outside, but that's what it's like. There's nothing in this world that is dissimilar to that fact. You want to be successful at church, marriage, business, entrepreneurship, parenting. Doesn't matter. It all requires hard work. Nothing that is worth anything in this life is a breeze, right? And so I hope that everyone here this evening, that once what we're about to discuss is willing to grab it aggressively, put in the work for it, right? So that's my warning to everybody, unfortunately. No one ever walks out on this slide. No one ever walks out. I suspect everybody's ready to put in some hard work. Good. All right. Let's speak about our financial products. So we've got actually 4 products. Their nature is financial. Their benefit is all certainly financial, right? We haven't designed these arbitrary products. They are designed to help you from a wealth point of view. So our products are either investment products that are there to boost your asset value, your wealth, or they're there to protect your asset and your wealth. Or they're designed to lower your cost of living every month so you can get to a wealthier status sooner. So our first product is called Access Wealth. You're free to consider any product, okay? Our first product is Access Wealth. It is an investment product. It's going to cost you 324 Rand every single month, of which 100 Rand gets invested into a tax-free investment fund. Now, this has got fund managers involved, we've got fund administrators, the investment resides with Sanlam, right? So a lot of reputable parties involved in managing this product. It is in your name, you have full access to your fund. You can draw out that money within a couple of days. There's no notice period, so we don't say it's 30 days or a 60 or 90-day notice period. And then on top of that, we give you 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident death cover. So if you have this investment in place and you killed in any form of accident, right, we'll pay out your beneficiaries 120,000 Rand plus whatever's the investment. And on your dashboard, on your mobile phone, you will see that balance reflected there in real time, right? So that's for you to always be aware of. So this is the investment product, Access Wealth. The second product is insurance only. So this is only insurance. It's called Wealth Guard. Wealth Guard is going to cost you 249 Rand a month. And for that, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. So the beauty of our personal accident cover is that it doesn't discriminate against anyone's age or health status. Right? Anyone can take this product out. As long as you're over the age of 18, you can take this out. The 249 is the same for everybody. You can be 60. You can have cancer. You can still take out the product. The price stays the same. Same amount to cover, right? So Wealth Guard, the accessibility is the good thing about that product. Then our third product, Family Wealth. Family Wealth is funeral cover. Right? It's our new funeral cover product. It's been around for nearly 2 months now. Very innovative. Starts at 299 Rand a month. You get 20,000 Rands worth of funeral cover, and that covers up to 5 family members. You also get 10,000 Rands worth of debt protection. So if you owe anyone money, we will cover up to 10,000 Rands worth of your debt. Now you can bump this product up to 30,000 Rand, and you can also include up to 10 family members if you so wish. And again, the beauty of this is its accessibility, because it says there no excluded pre-existing conditions, right? So the price remains the same for everybody. You can, again, be 50. You can have a heart condition. You could have had a heart attack. You could be sick. You can still take this product out. Okay, so that's Family Wealth. And then lastly is Wealth Points. Wealth Points is designed to lower your cost of living expense every single month. So think about all the money you spend every single month. Typically, what do we spend money on? Cars, fuel, data, hotels, movies, restaurants. The list is endless, right? It's typically stuff that we spend. So what we've done with this product is we've approached all these companies that you see there, and we've negotiated discounts with them. that we pass on to our Wealth Points members. So for 299 Rand a month, you get to enjoy all the discounts that we've listed there immediately, right? Only the entertainers got a waiting period of 6 months, but the rest of them you can engage with immediately. Always on Wi-Fi data, you're getting up to 67% off your data through Always On. ShopRite Checkers, 2.5% off your entire trolley at ShopRite Checkers, unlimited. You can shop at ShopRite Checkers every single day and get 2.5% off every single time you shop there, right? So the discounts vary with all of them. We are adding a brand new partner. We actually just finished off the front-end design for our app today for our new Wealth Points partner that we're going to be announcing in the next week or two. It is fully automated. Never have to phone client service. Purchase straight through your phone. Going to be an awesome new telecoms partner that we're signing up. So we're adding partners to this product all the time, right? And the subscription fee doesn't change. Stays the same. So for immediate benefit, Wealth Points is a great product to have. Those are the 4 products. They are straightforward products. Straightforward products. So consider those products. What separates us from other typical financial service providers is our marketing model. So what's the difference in our marketing model versus someone down the road like PMD? PMD spend a fortune on advertising. Right? You see PMD adverts on TV, on the radio, you drive down the street, there are billboards all over the place. At DuePoint, we don't do any advertising. Has anyone seen a DuePoint billboard? Have you seen a DuePoint logo anywhere outside our offices? Right? Because we don't spend a cent on marketing. But we still take that portion of our budget and we give it to our wealth engineers, right? For the work that you do in going out and spreading the word of DuePoint. And so we pay you in 2 forms, the returns program and the rewards program. Those are the 2 ways to benefit as a wealth engineer here at DuePoint. So the returns program is the monthly income that you get to generate for yourself, right? Because we pay a base return fee of 27.50 Rand for every product that you have in your channel. So remember the slide where you had all the dots? Imagine earning off of every single one of those products every single month because it's recurring income. But it depends on where the product lies in relation to you. So the first 5 people that you introduce to DuePoint, those product owners lie on what we call your first point. And on your first point, we pay you double the 27.50 Rand. So you're earning 55 Rand for every single product owner on your first point. And then when those people go out and connect other people, that product lies on your second point. And again, you can see on your second point, you also earn 55 Rand for every product every single month, right? So if you've got 10 people there, you're earning 550. If you've got 100 people on your first and second point, you're earning 5,500 Rand, right? You understand? And then as the product starts to get further away from you, as your channel starts to grow and grow, you see that multiplier starts to reduce all the way to 0.8, right? So product that's 8 points away from you, you're earning the 4% of the 27.50 Rand. But we don't stop you. See the little plus there? It means we don't stop you at 0.8. From 0.8, in theory, to infinity. You can carry on growing your channel. You can carry on earning as much as you like here at DuePoint, right? The onus, the responsibility falls squarely on your shoulders. This is the mechanics of the returns for everybody. There's no year modes. There's no limitation to your earnings. But people want to know, how much work do I have to put in before I get rich in this business? That's the question, right? We always wonder now is, when am I going to be rich? Surely it's my turn. Everyone want to be a millionaire? Yes. Maybe not in Rand terms anymore. Millionaire in Rand terms. What does that mean anyway, right? A millionaire in Rand terms. You want to be a millionaire in dollar terms, perhaps. Nonetheless, I'm going to give you a 5-year plan. Right? This 5-year plan is based on an assumption around your activity. It assumes in your first month here at DuePoint, you can connect 3 people successfully to DuePoint. So in September, you're going to bring 3 people. Then every consecutive month thereafter, you're going to bring in 2 people. Right? So 2 in October, 2 in November, 2 in December, and you're going to keep bringing 2 new people onto your first point every single month. And if you can follow this with some duplication in your channel, these are the numbers that you can expect here at DuePoint. After 6 months of doing that, you could be earning 2,500 Rand every month in recurring income. See, now this is a tricky number because it's not too high, it's not too low. You're wondering, is that worth 6 months of work? right? Everyone wondering that? I can see on your faces, you're not 100% sold on the 2,500 rand, right? But let me give you a lesson here. So this is a lesson that I gave myself. That's the only reason. I'm not trying to be patronizing. This is a lesson that I saw in myself. Because the mistake I make daily is that I give the value of money spending value. If you say 2,500 rand, I know what I can spend 2,500 rand on. If you say 10,000 rand, here's an extra 10,000 rand a month, whew, I think I can get a new car for 10,000 rand a month. If I say 100,000 rand, I can buy a holiday house for an extra 100,000 rand a month, right? And that's how consumers think. We think like consumers. All of us, daily, we are bombarded by that stimulation. Now, if you're someone that is aspiring to get rid of their debt quicker because you want to focus on wealth creation, well, now you think about money differently. You look at the 2,500 rand and you say, I can use the 2,500 rand to make more money. Not spend it, make more money. If you pay your debt off faster, it is the same as making more money. Right? I'll show it to you. Here's an example of someone with a R1 million bond. They owe the bank 1 million rand for property that they financed. Right? They agreed to pay the bank back at prime plus 2 over 20 years to pay that 1 million rand back. They have to pay the bank back 11,500 rand a month for 20 years before they become a homeowner. Right? This is how a bond works. Everyone wants to own property, right? So now you've entered the bond. You're going to pay that off in 20 years, 11,500 rand a month. But you join DuePoint, and 6 months later with some success, you're earning that 2,500 rand. You can spend it. How quickly can you spend 2,500 rand? 1 day? 2 days? Right? Or you have the option of putting it into your debt. If you decide to pay this bond off a little faster by putting your 2,500 rand into that bond, you'll take 11.5 years instead of 20 years to pay it off. You become a homeowner in 11.5 years. You've just saved yourself. Now, this is money that you save yourself because you're not paying that full amount of interest. You've just saved yourself a hair under 900,000 rand. Now you've paid your bond off. Now you can start investing money. You've just liberated yourself from debt to empower yourself to start creating wealth. At month 12, you could be earning 9,000 rand a month. That's in excess of 100,000 rand every year, over and above your salary. Who would like a 100,000 rand check on the 1st of January? You come to our office, we write out a check. 1 with 5 zeros. And you go home to your family with a 100,000 rand check. That's 12 months away. We keep going. At month 24, you're close to 30,000 a month. Do you see how quickly it escalates? There's no 2% a year here. We're not here to do 2%. We're not happy with 2% a year. Who's happy with 2% increase a year? Right? I'm not. We've got to go take it then. At month 36, you're earning nearly 50,000 rand a month. 4 years from now, Qatar World Cup. That's what's happening in 4 years' time, right? Soccer in the desert. You could be earning nearly 70,000 rand a month. Who would like to get seats on the halfway line in the front at the World Cup finals? You'll be able to pay that for yourself, right? Extra 70,000 rand over and above your salary. Keep going. 5 years. So this is the end of the 5-year plan. Right? But it's no end because this carries on. At month 60, you're earning nearly 85,000 rand a month. That's R1 million a year. Who would like a 1 million rand check on the 1st of January every year? Every year. Imagine seeing a check with your name on it with a 1 and 6 zeros next to it. And it doesn't say lotto in the corner. Because you've worked for 5 years to earn that. Right? You've created an asset that is now paying out recurring income. You can do nothing in month 61. Nothing. And you'll still earn 85,000 rand. What happens if you don't go to work next month? There we go. That's active income. Here we're not building active income. We're working towards annuity income, passive income. And that is what DuePoint's all about because we focused on wealth, not income generation. But this is academic, right? This is just an example we've come up with, but we've got people that are doing this business. thousands of people joining this business. And we pull out a couple that have showed endurance in the business. So we don't only show you the superstars, we show you people that are doing moderately well so that you can get an understanding of what this business is all about. Because not everyone has to be a superstar, right? You want to just start earning a little bit extra and make sure that number goes up. So yeah, we got Renee and Henny. They're from Mayerton in the south. They joined 6 months ago. Their earnings, this was last month, their earnings were sitting at 1,600 Rand a month. You can see how many people they introduced. See, first pointers? First pointers is the people they introduced. 14 they introduced in 6 months. That's translated to 33 people in their channel. They didn't bring in the 33, they only brought in the 14, but they brought in some good people in the first point that went and helped them grow their business, right? How much money do you need in a bank account to pay yourself 1,600 Rand in interest every month? There, we give the number away. You can see it there. You need 400,000 Rand in a bank account to derive 1,600 Rand in interest every month. That's the question you're going to ask yourself when you get to retirement, right? Does everyone know those numbers? You should know those numbers. That's a scary number, unfortunately, right? You go into one of those bank calculators, those investment calculators, and you go, I'm 42, I want to earn at least 40,000 Rand a month when I'm retired, and then it tells you, oh, save 40,000 Rand a month. Impossible. Impossible in this economy. You have to go find something. Find an income opportunity that doesn't have a lot of risk, that allows you to start building up passive income, right? Here we got some superstars. Donnie van Wyk, 1,217 products in his channel, earning 20,000 Rand plus a month. He did it in 16 months. What did his journey look like? In his first month at DuePoint, he only brought one person in. But then he started to see, no, I'm onto something here. Started becoming more committed to the business, and he started averaging 5 new people on his first point every single month. He has helped 13 families earn income on his first point in the first 16 months. This business is not only about you. You're going to be introducing people that will typically start earning money in this income opportunity. You are going to empower other people in this journey. Then we've got Patrick and Pumi, our other superstars. Patrick and Pumi, 1,387 products. They did that in their first 11 months. In their first month, they brought in 14 people. On average, they bring in 8 new people a day. So they're doing 3-4 times 3 plus 2, right? You can do anything you want. You want to be bigger than Patrick and Pumi? Bring in 10 people a month. Can you bring in 10 people a month? That's the question I'm always interested in. What can you do? They also help 13 families earn income. Like I said, we've got thousands of people joining this business every single month. Everyone's different, but the system is exactly the same for everybody. Yet everybody is on this broad spectrum of earnings. The most important thing is that it works. People can earn additional income. They can give themselves a raise every single month. Why wait for 2% once a year? The decision that you need to make is not what you want only, but how. How are you going to get to what you want? Who wants 10,000 Rand a month? That would be nice. Do you want more? 20,000 a month? How soon do you want it? Do you want 10,000 after a year, or do you want it after 6 months? You can give me any number. You throw any number at me. I'll tell you how many people you need to speak to do that. There's always going to be a number that gets thrown back at you. You say 10,000 after 1 year, I'm going to say you go find 2-3 people that join every single month. You say you want double that, I'll say go do double that. That's the decision. How do you fit DuePoint into your life going forward? Not a hobby, not a New Year's resolution. We're not trying to lose weight. We're not trying to stop smoking. We're trying to save our lives. When 95% of people get to retirement realizing that they can't afford to be retired, what does that look like? What does that feel like for people? I've got to go look for another job. There's 10 million people looking for another job. Oh, I've got to now become a burden to my children and say, my children, you must support me. They're already struggling. Don't wait for crisis to make this decision. Do it before the crisis arrives, right? Unfortunately, majority of people are only motivated through crisis. Joining is very easy. Like I said, you become a wealth engineer in 5 minutes here at DuePoint. It's a non-event. You have to start applying yourself to this business. How do you apply yourself to the business? Number one, read the code of conduct. Right? It tells you what you cannot do as a wealth engineer. That'll get you into a lot of trouble. Go watch the training. We've got so much information and knowledge on our YouTube channel, lots of collateral that we've made so that you can start understanding how this business works and how to be effective in this business. And then back to our decision slide. Set goals for yourself. What do you want? I say to everyone, I've got a table here in front of you. The table's got 1,000 Rand a month, 10,000 Rand a month, 100,000 Rand a month. You decide what you want off the table. I don't tell you what you decide. It is up to you. But your goal has to come with a plan. And the plan gets distilled down to one number. There's one number that you have to worry about in this business. How many people do I need to speak to every month? How many people are you willing to go tell about DuePoint? Doesn't matter if they say yes or no. That's not a number you have to worry about. The number you have to worry about is how many people do I step up to and go, let me tell you about a business. That's all you have to worry about here at DuePoint, right? That is how simple it is to get started here at DuePoint. Get the merchandise. When you step up to somebody and they can see that you take this business seriously, you've got business cards, you'll be more successful at connecting people. This is not a profit center for us. These are tools to help you connect more successfully, because these tools are a picture of trust and credibility that you have in the business that you're telling people about. Get the business cards, right? We can send them anywhere in the country. Order them. It'll take 2 weeks to get done. Order them so that you can start being successful in the business. Join the Facebook page. Plenty of content getting generated there on a daily basis. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Not only are all our videos on the YouTube channel, but more importantly, that camera uses the YouTube channel, the YouTube platform, to broadcast live to the entire country. And we broadcast live 8 times a week. You know someone in some little town out in the Northern Cape? You can grow your channel in the Northern Cape by tomorrow because of YouTube. Because you can send them a link, tell them click on the link, watch the video, I'll phone you later. That's how easy it is to build your channel nationally. Don't be bound by the town or the city that you live in. Download the mobile app. So the mobile app is the business in the palm of your hand. You don't need offices, you don't need anything. You need the mobile app on your phone to run your business, right? Onto the rewards program. The rewards program is the cherry on top here at DuePoint. When you are successful as a wealth engineer in DuePoint, if you just even starting out small, you start growing your channel, and we start giving you XP, experience points. There are rewards waiting for you on this journey at DuePoint. Right? How does it work? As a brand new wealth engineer, you will start out as rank 0. Right? To become a rank 1 wealth engineer, you need 1,000 XP. We give you XP for everything. For being here tonight, you're getting XP. If you bring guests with you, you get extra XP. If you log into your mobile app every day, you get XP, right? There's 20 different ways to earn XP. So getting 1,000 XP is quick and easy. You need 4 products in your qualified channel. And when you have the 1,000 XP and the 4 qualified products, you become a rank 1 wealth engineer. And this is the first reward. We give you a measly 55 Rand at the end of the month on top of your earnings, right? Humble beginnings, but more importantly, what you've just proven to yourself is that you can get to rank 20. Look at the bottom by rank 20. See, we don't even show you what it is there because it'll scare everybody. At rank 20, you need 500 million XP and you need 25,000 products in your channel. Now that might be overwhelming to look at as a brand new wealth engineer. But remember this lesson. If you can get to rank 1, you can get to rank 20. Why? Because the person at rank 1 is doing exactly the same thing the person at rank 20 is doing every day. The only difference is the rank 20 has been doing it for longer than you. That's the only difference. That's why I say in this business is about endurance. This is not even Comrades Marathon. This is the Washi. Do you know the Washi Marathon in KZN? 161 kilometer race, ultra marathon. That is the race we're running. This is not a 5K time trial in the park here, right? We are settling down in for the Washi. It is about endurance. Because if you want to get to rank 20, you need endurance. You can't come out the gates like a racehorse, right? You'll only be good for 800 meters. But if you can get to rank 1, you can get to rank 20. And along the way, the rewards get bigger and better with every rank. And there are tools that we give our wealth engineers to make them more effective at building their channels. At rank 7, we give you business cards that cost us 12,500 Rand. Look at the business cards. They look like a block of gold. Because they are a block of gold. There's no ink on these business cards. The sides are gilded in gold. The logo's foiled in gold. They're 4 times thicker than any other business card. If you put a card like that down on the table at a meeting, you're the most important person in the meeting. Because your cards are 10 times more expensive than anyone else's. At rank 9, we take you and your family to our rank 9 international conference every single year for the rest of your life. We've got people that got here in 5 months. This could be 5 months away for you, right? If you're one of those obsessive superstar type people. But on average, maybe 2, 3, 4 years to get to rank 9. But now you're going with your family every single year, business class flights to a 5-star luxury resort for 7 days, all expenses paid trip. You leave your wallet at home. You won't notice that you forgot your credit card at home because we pay for everything, and it is a millionaire's destination. So take a look at our last conference. This is where we were at last December. Different resort this December. How does that look? Cheers. Right, that's waiting for everybody in this room. Just a matter of time and numbers. Time and numbers. There's the man that did it in 5 months. Right? You saw Donnie did it in 16 months. Patrick and Pumi did it in 11 months. It is up to you when you want to get to rank 9. At rank 11, we buy a brand new car and give it to you. We buy it cash in your name. There's no debit order at the end of the month for this car. Which car do you want? You can choose anyone. We've only got 3 here. You go through the back of Car Magazine and decide which one you want. Up to you. Do you see how we're trying to get you to wealthy status as quickly as possible? If you can be driving around and going overseas every year without any expense to you, hopefully that leverages you so that you become wealthy sooner. Right? That's why our business is focused around wealth creation. We've got national encounters coming up in the next couple of months. So these are your opportunity to build your channels in the cities that you see that we've listed there. Right? So we're going to 5 different cities. The dates are over there. You can access everything on our website. Click on the events button, or on your app, click on the events button. You will see these encounters listed there, and you must book online for each of them. So this evening, what you have to do, if you haven't done this already, is go plan who you're going to invite to these sessions. You want a channel that is national. You go look at the big wealth engineers, right? Patrick Pumi, Donnie, Marsha Ruloff, all those guys. They've got channels in every province in the country. You want to go national. This allows you to go national. Everyone's starting to get into holiday mode now that it's spring, even though last few days haven't felt like spring, right? They felt like winter. But it is spring, and the weather's going to get warmer, and people start going down the slide into holiday mode. At DuePoint, we're not on holiday until we're wealthy. So you can write in your diary now what your definition of wealthy is, and know that you're never going on holiday. Actually, you get a holiday once a year. It's called rank 9. Right? The rest of the time, we have to work. We have to work. If you know that only 5% of the population is going to get to that position where they're financially independent when they're retired, you know that it requires hard work. That it's not going to happen overnight for you on its own, automatically. Get lucky. There's no get lucky at DuePoint, right? We have to work. The next 3 months are opportunity to build your channels nationally. Plan for it, right? Go onto our website, go to the events, go book yourself and your guests for each of those cities. On Thursday, another great opportunity where you get to have a throwdown with Brendan, right? The expert. He's going to wrestle a number of subjects and topics around why DuePoint stands out above all income opportunities in the country. That's going to empower you when you go connect people, because you better know why DuePoint is so wonderful. Because if you can't tell somebody why DuePoint's wonderful, well, you're not going to be very good at connecting. You have to have belief. Your belief is built on knowledge in the business. Right? And so if you have anyone skeptical in mind in your head that you want to show DuePoint to, this is the night to bring them. Because Brendan will argue every single angle around what defines DuePoint as the #1 income opportunity in South Africa, if not Africa. Right? So make sure you come to Throwdown Thursday. Tune into the live stream if you can't make it. Send the invitation out to all the people that you want to canvass. My invitation to you as guests this evening is to join this business called DuePoint. That's my invitation to you. Come join us here at DuePoint. You have the opportunity to try the business because we've made it so low risk. You're not taking boxes home tonight. We're not going to ask for registration fees or starter costs. It is just about the willingness to try this business that can change your circumstance, right? And so if you're skeptic, if you're a natural skeptic like me, I would hold nothing against skeptics. Right? But for the skeptics out there, try the business for 30 days. You can cancel, change your product at any stage in this business. We are so confident in our business, we allow you to change it and cancel it at any stage. It's not like a gym contract. Right? Even a gym contract has got more risk than this business. It does. They sign you in for 1 year, 2 years. Even broadband, your broadband contract has got more risk than this business. So why not try this business for 30 days, for 60 days, see what it can do for you. I guarantee, if you give it all the effort and the opportunity that exists here, you'll be wealthier in December than you were last December. You can give yourself a raise every single month. That is my invitation to you this evening. If you have any questions, come speak to me. Otherwise, I wish everyone a prosperous end of 2018. There's lots of opportunity ahead. Good luck.